Hey guys, it's Laura from Book Bubbler. So, I've tried before, but I'm going to try it again. Let's try and do a weekend reading vlog. So it's Saturday, September 16th. It's almost 2 in the afternoon. I just finished with work. And while I do have some errands to run after this for my mom, who is still sick, and pick up her laundry and stuff, I am going to be home tonight and all day tomorrow, hopefully reading as much as possible. There are a bunch of things that I am close to finishing or halfway through. I'd like to just power through them. Plus I have a few poetry books that I do at the library, and those shouldn't take very long to read. So I'm hoping to make this a functioning reading vlog. I've tried before and the footage has either been malfunctioned or is missing the audio or has just quite frankly vanished into thin air. Not in the cloud, just gone. So let's give this a shot and see how it goes. Fingers crossed. Low expectations, please. And I will see you guys in a little bit. I've got to clean up here first and turn off the music that I'm sorry, I hope you can't hear. Please, no one catch me on YouTube for my nerdy new age music. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. Good morning. This is me just waking up. Apologies for frightening you. Yes, I will pay for therapy for only a few people. First 5 who comment below that they are scarred for life. It's Sunday. It's 9:25. I've just been up for a little bit. Of course, the days you can sleep in, you can't sleep in. Like, your body just wakes you up. So I fought it for a long time and resisted getting out of bed till 9, but accepted fate and just had to get up. So you're going to be seeing my house. It's not great. This behind me is my currently reading stack. Let's leave that for the moment, shall we? Yeah. So today it's going to be laundry, maybe a little bit of cleaning, probably not much, but mostly laundry and reading. And first up on Sunday is my ebook. So I only read my Kindle really if I'm in bed trying to fall asleep or if I have insomnia. So this just lives in my bedroom. And I am 65% into the second David Baldacci Atlee Pine thriller, Minute to Midnight. I'll put the cover up here if I can. See, brain's not on. I probably won't be able to though because I'm filming this in a different thing. Anyways, this gets returned later today to the library, so I have to finish this. And I read probably 30% of it last night in various stages when I was trying to fall asleep. So I'm just gonna plow through and finish this thing so it's over and done with. I don't have to worry about it getting returned and then having to try and find it again or get on the hold list again, because like the first one so far, this is fine. It's just fine. It's nothing outstanding. It's nothing terrible. It's just fine. So I'm going to get cracking on this thing. I can have coffee in 35 minutes. So you betcha I am counting down the minutes to make some coffee. And yeah, I'll check in hopefully when I finished it. Hey again. Like my PJs, I know. I thought I would chat with you while I fold a load of clean laundry for work. So, oh good, more fuzzy stuff. Here is the bookshelf in most of its glory. These piles over here on the desk, which is where I usually have my little tripod here. Those were on this bed. So I haven't been reading anywhere near as much as I had intended to today, but I think that's pretty normal for most of us, right? Like, if you don't plan for it and you just read a lot, it's like a wonderful bonus. But if you are planning for it, then things seem to get in your way, put a stop to it. So this is only load number 4. It's 4:30. I thought I would have at least 2 or 3 more loads under my belt by this point, but I don't. So I have one in the dryer now and one in the washer. And I think that will be enough for tonight. Like, that will put me out enough. So, reading wise, I still am reading A Minute to Midnight, that David Baldacci book. I'm getting closer to the end. I think I have maybe 15% left, and just where I stopped before the dryer buzzed and I ate lunch. A big twist happened. Like, there were a couple of smaller twists I really didn't see coming. But like a big twist just happened, and I actually said out loud, "Ooh, dang." So what was just sort of a mediocre thrillery mystery kind of a thing is now kind of heating up into, I don't know what exactly. So I'm liking it more. I don't know if this means I will read more of his work in future aside from this series, but I don't know, we'll find out. Also, I know I have mentioned before / teased, or whatever you want to call it, my ridiculous amount of current reads. Like, it is straight up ridiculous. I stopped posting a lot on Goodreads just because I just keep adding, and the stuff that I actually end up reading, I never get into the currently reading section. I just read it before I add it in. So, I don't know. But I am really feeling the weight of all those current reads. Like, they are really bugging me. So a lot of the time, I feel guilty reading anything else that's not either listed already on Goodreads as currently reading, or just by the sheer stack. It's a shelf plus several stacks, if I'm honest. Just by the sheer size of books that are on there. And I think I'm going to, for real this time, just take the bulk of them, like at least half, if not more, and either take out the bookmark depending on how close I am to the beginning, or leave it in and just reshelve it, because it's not fun anymore, you know, and this is supposed to be enjoyable. So I don't know. I feel bad too at the same point. Like, shouldn't I just power through everything and just finish up, you know, the furthest along I am? Does that make sense? No. The ones who are closest to the end and work my way backwards. Kind of like that debt strategy where you like pay off the most towards your smallest balance, and then you roll all that over to your next smallest balance, like that kind of idea. But then I just don't want to. You know? I'm just kind of sick of it. And if I've learned anything this year from being on BookTube, it's almost a year, 10 months. It's how much of a mood reader I really am. I really am a mood reader, and that's okay. I'm also a planner, but I just like the act of planning more than I like the actual execution of the planning. I don't have to make sense here, which is good because I rarely do. So I think I might just do it because it sounds good. Like, I feel theoretical relief thinking about it. So isn't that my decision then made up for me? I mean, I don't know. I also have been feeling the need to do try a chapter on haul, you know, just because some stuff isn't moving. I mean, some shelves are not moving at all. So what I tried to do this year, and obviously I'm still working on it because the year isn't over yet, but for the main shelves in my living room, which you might have seen parts of before, those are all unread. Of course, it's me. But what I've been doing is, as I'm pulling something off of those shelves, sorry, and reading it, then I replace it with a book from, like, these are my newer to be reads, or something I just got in, whatever. So I just shelve a similar author last name in there. And to denote that there was something there that I read, I tilt it down so the spine is facing up. So I see like the bottoms of books. So I can track progress and see if I actually am reading something from those shelves or not. Like, I know I am, but it helps to have that visual reminder, you know? So I've been doing that all year, and I really like it. And I'm making more progress in a lot of ways than I expected I would be at this point. But also, I really just would like to have the books that I have already finished up on this main floor somewhere. And now everything on this floor is TBR, unless it's some of my current reads, or I should say current reads. But yeah, it's just not, I don't know. I went through my bins in the basement, which is where the other half of my TBR plus all of my already read books live. I went through those maybe a year ago with my friend Jenna, hey Jenna, who very nicely helped me, and we got rid of one bin of books, which is really good. But I think I'd be able to get rid of more if I could see them all together. And while I do have a system down there for keeping them alphabetized, or like I have one bin that's just Agatha Christie, and thank God for that one. So I know where to look for everything then. But lots of other stuff is just mixed in together. And now when I finish books and I want to keep them temporarily, permanently, whatever, I just sort of stack them up on a chair over here and then take them down in a pile and just sort of lay them in, fit them in with a bin that's already in progress of books I've already read. So there's no rhyme or reason. It's just sort of loosely grouped by when I finish them. That's not great either, because I really don't have any idea visually of what I do have. So I'm thinking of, after like this experiment, like for 2020, of tipping the books down in my main shelves, I'm thinking of taking everything that's there, putting it in bins in the basement as much as it pains me, and then putting all of the stuff I have already read on the living room shelves. So not only can I see what I have, but it's actually organized, and I can probably get rid of things as I look at them more, you know? Because right now I just save stuff because I enjoy it, and it doesn't matter how much I do or don't save. But it does matter how much I do and don't save. And as much as I love having a lot of books, and I don't want to get rid of anything ever, like for me, the addition of the book matters. I know not everybody feels this way by a long shot, but if I'm going to read a book and keep it, I want it to be that copy or that same edition. So if I let go of something and I try to find it again, I will go and look online for a used copy of the same edition. Like, that's the kind of crazy I am. So it just makes sense in my little brain to save everything, because what's the point otherwise? You know, I should just hang on to it, because I will very potentially, highly potentially, that's not the right phrase, but you know what I mean, just be repurchasing it at some point in the future, you know? But there's probably some, maybe like women's fiction that I can get rid of, or maybe some stuff from college that I'm not aware that I have still, or that I already kept and thought that I got rid of, I can probably get rid of. You know, I don't know. What do you guys do with stuff? How do you shelve your things? Like, I have to keep my stuff between read and unread. That's just how my brain works. And then genre doesn't matter so much for me, but it's alphabetical by author last name. But they're all mixed together. Like, I don't pay attention to genre when I buy books or when I read books necessarily. I go by a feeling like a gut reaction, like I want to read this one right now, or oh, I'm rereading this, or Victober's coming up, so I know by sight like which are my Victorian books. That's all fine, but I can't have them intermingled. And I realize that the size of the library in this house is part of the issue. I get it, but I don't know. I don't know what to do here. I'm not sure what this whole ramble is about, quite honestly, but here it is. All right. Let's get this loaded. So, I got this rolling cart from Target a couple years ago. Thank God for it. As well, it's a pain in the butt to have to wash everything and haul it back and forth. There's no laundry in my office, and I'm kind of glad there isn't, because then I would just be stuck there a lot longer than I am normally. I would just be sitting around in chairs that are uncomfortable after a while. And not only doing my laundry, but doing everyone else's laundry too. The first 5 years I was a massage therapist, I worked in a clinic above the school that I went to, and we all could set our own hours. We were all graduates. We set our own hours. We could schedule for each other. There was one main line that everyone called to schedule for. And we all just use communal laundry. So the second floor of a building, which is first floor if you're not American, and then it was in the basement. So you had to go down this like tight, steep staircase all the way to the basement. And I would stay full days sometimes, answering the phone and washing everyone else's laundry and folding it and putting it away. Like, that's just how I'm wired. Plus, I like laundry. Not so much at this current point because it's overwhelming the amount of stuff I have to do, but you know, it's a lot. And I know I would just stay there and do my coworkers' laundry as well as mine, and like put everything away on top of cleaning stuff more. Like, I have enough laundry to do on my own. So while I do wish I had one there, I'm also kind of glad that I don't. Please tell me this is going to fit. I will make it fit. So yes, I have this one rolling cart, and everything else is just large tote bags. And let me tell you, when this is full after a massage, especially with wet towels in here, I use like 10 wet towels in a massage. This sucker is heavy. So yeah, it's a lot of schlepping, but whatever. So I have about 20 minutes left before I start to read with Danny. We read together every Sunday afternoon. So she just sent me the ASMR we're going to listen to together, and hopefully I can finish up the Baldacci book between now and then. I don't think I'll be able to, but now that it's getting really good, I'll probably be reading a lot faster, so stay tuned. Well, hello and good morning, everyone. It is Monday, the 21st of September. Last night I didn't really read much more until about 2 in the morning when I finished Minute to Midnight by David Baldacci. So I didn't want to like turn on lights and have you guys see me in my pajamas again. So I'm saving it for now. I've got a client coming in any minute now, so it'll be pretty quick. I liked it. It was almost a 4. I would have said 4 when I was reading it, but in reflection, it's almost a 4. You know, I liked the direction it went, mostly because it made more sense. There wasn't this beginning part that didn't make sense, that was just there like to bookend it, just at the very beginning and just at the very end. I didn't understand that in the first book. In this one, it started like the first book did, but did not end up there at all, and it followed through on the storyline completely. It didn't get distracted with other stuff. Yes, it developed and everything, but it didn't like go off in really weird directions, and it was just intense enough to hold my interest, but not so much that it was stressful, you know. I think the third one is coming out in November, and I'll read that at some point, but yeah, it was fine. So I'm gonna wrap this up here. hopefully when I get home this afternoon, I can piecemeal this together. It's not going to be fancy or like have smooth cuts or anything. It's just going to be jerky. But hopefully I'll get this up in time for Tuesday. Thanks for watching. I felt really weird doing it. I don't know why, because I do videos anyways. You know, you watch them. That's why you're here watching this right now. I just felt a little odd, but that's okay. So, okay, I'm going to go center myself before my client gets here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe and taking care. And I will talk to you guys all very soon.